Hello students, welcome you all back to the problems and solutions of bank accounts, accounts of banking companies. So far we have completed 19 problems. So in those 19 problems we got acquainted about the preparation of profit and loss account and balance sheet, which is scheduled based. Now 20th problem, see the 20th problem number 20. So already hope everybody have got the printout hard copy of the problems which are provided in the link under description. So without the problems you cannot be able to understand the solution. So please get a printout of all the problems given in the link and keep it ready before watching the video. Then only it will be helpful, you can understand it. Okay, see the 20th problem, problem number 20. From the following ledger balances of Rama Bank Limited as on 31st March 2004, prepare the profit and loss account for the year ended and balance sheet. So we are required to make the profit and loss account and balance sheet both in this problem. Earlier problems we have done only profit and loss account and only balance sheet, but here both we have to make. So all the 16 schedules we have to prepare. First we'll make a blank profit and loss account and also balance sheet. Now see here carefully. Rama Bank Limited profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2004. The particular schedule number, amount. So first we copy down the complete format. We should not take the amounts. We'll take the amounts only after making the schedules. The blank format will make income, interest earned, other income, expenditure, interest expended, operating expenses, then provisions and contingencies, total. Then profit or loss, net profit for the year, income minus expenditure, then profit brought forward, total. Then appropriation, transfer to statutory reserve 25% of current year's profit, then balance carried over to balance sheet. Blank format we have prepared. Now we'll make a blank format of balance sheet also. So balance sheet, Rama Limited, balance sheet as on 31st March, rupees in thousands. The particulars, capital and liabilities, capital, note number 1, reserves and surplus, deposits, borrowing, other liabilities and provisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 schedules in capital and liabilities. Then assets, cash and balances with RBI, balances with other banks, money at call and short notice, investment, advances, fixed assets, other assets. So from 6 to 11. Then last one, contingent liabilities 12, bills for collection. So blank balance sheet you are making, only format, no amounts. After making this, we'll make all the schedules from 1 to 16. Now see the problem. Term deposit, SB deposit and demand deposit. These three will be taken under schedule number 3. So what is your job? First you have to make a blank P&L account, blank balance sheet and blank schedules. So you can make 4 schedules on each page. One page you can make 4 schedules, schedule 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this you make all the 16 schedules, right? Now term deposit, SB deposit, demand deposit. All the 3 types of deposits will be taken in schedule number 3. Schedule number 3 we have deposits. So here you can see schedule number 3 deposits, term deposit, SB deposit, demand deposit. Take the amounts and take the total 5975. So one item deposits we have completed. Next, investment 1550. Investment will be taken under schedule number 8. So schedule number 8 you can see here investment 1550. Next item is interest on deposit. Interest on deposit is interest expended, 15th schedule. Now come to 15th schedule, here it is interest expended, interest on deposits 100. Next comes salaries, rent, audit fees. Salaries, rent, audit fees, all the 3 will come under schedule number 16. So schedule number 16 here. Salaries, rent, audit fees. Next comes premises. After depreciation up to 31st March 1 lakh is 6 lakh. The premises WDV, written down value is 6 lakh. After writing of depreciation up to 1 lakh. 1 lakh रुपए depreciate कर दिए, करने के बाद written down value comes to 6 lakh rupees of premises. The premises will be taken in fixed assets. Schedule number 10. Schedule number 10, fixed asset premises. Next comes cash at other banks. Cash at other banks. Schedule number 7. Balances with other banks and money at call and short notice, cash at other banks 520 we have taken. Then borrowings, schedule number 4. So borrowings schedule number 4 will take 480. Next comes interest and discount. The interest and discount will be taken under schedule number 13, interest earned. So here, interest and discount, working note, we have some adjustment. Non-banking asset, it will come under 11th schedule. So 11th schedule is here, non-banking asset. Next comes money at call and short notice, 7th schedule. In 7th schedule, we will take money at call and short notice, 240. So in the respective schedules, we are going to write down the amounts one by one. Next comes share capital authorized and issued 5,000 shares of 100 each, 50 per share paid up, 250. Share capital will be taken in first schedule capital. Shares of rupees 100 each, rupees 50 paid up, 250. Statutory reserve 150. This will come under reserves and surplus. Second schedule reserves and surplus, statutory reserve 150. Next comes profit and loss account credit balance. This is the balance of profit brought forward from last year. It will be taken here as a separate item. Profit brought forward 130. This 130 is the last year's profit surplus brought forward. Then general expenses 5. Operating expenses. Under operating expenses, we will take general expenses 5. Next comes cash in hand, cash at RBI. Cash in hand, cash with RBI. This will be taken under 6th schedule. Here it is, 6th schedule. Cash in hand and cash with RBI. Right? Next comes bills payable. Bills payable is a separate item in schedule number 5. So schedule number 5 you can see here, bills payable 400. Next comes unclaimed dividend. This unclaimed dividend will also be taken under schedule number 5, but under others including provisions. So unclaimed dividend ko show nahi karna. We should not show it separately. We should take unclaimed dividend under the head others including provisions. So in working note, see here, working note number 5, others including provisions, unclaimed dividend 5. So we'll take the total of all the items under others including provisions in working note, and that total will write on the schedule. Then after unclaimed dividend, sundry creditors, same. Unclaimed dividend and sundry creditors will come under others including provisions. Next comes cash credits, overdraft and loan. This is advance, schedule number 9. So in schedule number 9 we'll take cash credit, overdraft and loan. In working note some adjustments are there, we'll see. Then bills discounted, same 9th schedule. 9th schedule, bills discounted 250. We have taken all the items of trial balance. Now few adjustments are given. A rebate on bills discounted amounted to 5,000. This rebate on bills discounted is given in adjustment. It will appear twice. Remember, from here onwards, the provisions are complicated. It's not an easy one. Trial balance items will appear only one, but adjustment items will appear twice. It will have double effect. It will affect the profit and loss account and also it will affect the balance sheet. Here, rebate on bills discounted 5,000 is given. First of all, rebate on bills discounted will be deducted from interest and discount under schedule number 13. So here you can see interest and discount given in the trial balance is 325. Interest and discount is given 325 in the trial balance. From this, we subtracted rebate on bills discounted 5. तो वर्किंग नोट में क्या करेंगे, इंटरेस्ट एंड डिस्काउंट में से रिबेट ऑन बिल्स डिस्काउंटेड को माइनस कर देंगे. नाउ 320 वी विल टेक इट इन शेड्यूल नंबर 13. नाउ यू कैन सी शेड्यूल नंबर 13 हियर. इंटरेस्ट एंड डिस्काउंट 320. प्रॉब्लम में 325 दिया, लेकिन वी हैव टेकन 320. हाउ वी हैव टेकन 320? इन एडजस्टमेंट वी हैव शोन दैट out of interest and discount we have deducted rebate on bills discounted 320. First. Second adjustment. Now rebate on bills discounted have been deducted from interest and discount. The other effect is this rebate on bills discounted will be shown under other liabilities and provisions. Schedule number 5. Schedule number 5 में others including provisions. ये others including provisions working note में. Here you can see rebate on bills discounted 5. तो others including provisions में rebate on bills discounted 5 we should take. तो 5 we have deducted from interest and discount. The second effect is we should take it under others including provisions. If you forget to take any one item, your balance sheet will not tally. तो balance sheet will not tally. तो अगर balance sheet को tally करना है तो double effect देखना. First effect, it will be deducted from interest and discount. The second effect, it will be taken under others including provisions. Then next one is allow 5% depreciation on original cost. 5% depreciation on original cost of the asset. Now see here, in working note number 3, depreciation on premises 5% of cost. तो premises का cost चाहिए. In trial balance you can see premises after depreciation of rupees 1 lakh is rupees 6 lakh. Premises after depreciation of 1 lakh is rupees 6 lakh. So ये 6 lakh rupees is the WDV, written down value, after deducting depreciation of 1 lakh. तो अगर cost अगर चाहिए तो WDV plus depreciation. WDV plus depreciation is equal to cost. Here WDV is 6 lakh and depreciation is 1 lakh. So 6 lakh plus 1 lakh, 7 lakh rupees is the cost. Now it is saying that depreciation should be based on cost, 5% of cost. So here I have written 5% of cost, 5% of 7 lakh. It comes to 35,000. It comes to 35,000. तो पहले से depreciation 1 lakh rupees है और current year में depreciation 35,000, 35. तो 135 minus कर देंगे. तो total cost is 7 lakh. Where is that? Here. 7 lakh rupees is the total cost of the asset, out of which total depreciation up to last year 1 lakh and current year depreciation 35,000. So 135. So 700 minus 135 you will get 565. So premises value in the balance sheet will be 565. Now depreciation of this 35,000 depreciation will be taken under operating expenses. Here operating expenses are there, depreciation on premises 35. So double effect हो गया. One effect, depreciation is taken under operating expenses in profit and loss account. Second effect, this 35,000 will be deducted from the WDV. पहले WDV 600 था. At the beginning of the year, WDV was 600. Current year, how much depreciation? 35. So 600 minus 35, 565. Here you can see 565. This is the rate. Next one is provide 25,000 for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts. Again, it will have two impacts, two effects. Provision for doubtful debts. First of all, we should take it under provisions and contingencies. Provisions and contingencies में पहले ले लेंगे provision for doubtful debts. Here you can see working note number 2. Provisions and contingencies. Provision for doubtful debts 25. So one effect, in profit and loss account we take under provisions and contingencies. Second effect, this provision for doubtful debts will be deducted from cash credits, overdrafts and loan in schedule number 9. Schedule number 9, you can see here schedule number 9, cash credit, overdraft and loans. ये item है. ये item में से provision for doubtful debts को deduct करेंगे working note में. You can see the working note here. Fourth working note. Cash credit, overdraft and loan given in the trial balance is 3,500. In the trial balance it is given 3,500. Out of 3,500 subtract the provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts 25. So it will be 3,475. Now in schedule number 9 we have taken 3,475. You can see here. Working note. 3,475. So double effect. Provision for doubtful debts, it will be taken under provisions and contingencies in profit and loss account. And again, it will be deducted from cash credit, loans and overdraft in working note, and the net amount will be taken in schedule number 9. Next adjustment, create a provision of 40,000 for taxation. Provision for taxation is asking you to make for 40,000. Again twice. Adjustment में दिया दो बार आएगा, P&L account में भी आएगा, balance sheet में भी आएगा. First of all, in profit and loss account, provision for taxation will be taken under provisions and contingencies. So your provisions and contingencies, note number 2. First we have taken provision for doubtful debts. Second we have taken provision for taxation 40. Provision for taxation 40 we have taken. That provision for taxation again it will be taken in the balance sheet under other liabilities and provisions. Schedule number 5, other liabilities and provisions. Under the head others including provisions. Show नहीं करना, provision for taxation separately show नहीं करना. It will be taken in working notes, others including provisions. Here you can see provision for taxation 40. डबल आ गया. अगर कहीं पर एक बार लेंगे दूसरी बार नहीं लेंगे तो your balance sheet will not tally. So you should be careful regarding this adjustment. Regarding the adjustment. Next, bills for collection amounted to 70. Bills for collection is the last item in the balance sheet. कोई schedule नहीं है इसके लिए. Unscheduled. Bills for collection 70. Last one is acceptance endorsement made by bank on behalf of customers 120. Acceptance endorsements are made on behalf of customers. Contingent liability, schedule number 12. So you can see schedule number 12, contingent liability, acceptance endorsement made by bank 120. All the items we have discussed. Now one thing I want to repeat it again. The adjustment you should be careful. Remaining items, the trial balance items will appear only once. But adjustment items will appear twice. You should be careful. If you forget to take the second effect, definitely your balance sheet will not tally. First adjustment. A rebate on bills discounted given in adjustment, it will appear twice. First, rebate on bills discounted will be deducted from interest and discount. Interest and discount में से rebate on bills discounted minus करेंगे और net amount जो आएगा that will be shown in schedule number 13. Schedule number 13, interest earned, interest and discount 320 after deducting 5. First effect. Second effect, this rebate on bills discounted should be taken under others including provisions, which is an item of schedule number 5. Schedule number 5, others including provisions. इसके अंदर बताएंगे rebate on bills discounted 5. One effect. Second, provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts, first of all, it will be taken under provisions and contingencies. Provisions and contingencies जो item है unscheduled है, working note में बताना है. तो provisions and contingencies, provision for doubtful debts. One item. Again, provision for doubtful debts should be deducted from loans cash credit, overdraft and loans. Cash credit, overdraft and loan. Here you can see. Cash credit, overdraft and loan 3500 minus 25 provision for doubtful debts. Net amount will be taken in schedule number 9. Schedule number 9 में cash credit, overdraft and loan, working note 3475. Two adjustment I told you. Third adjustment, provision for taxation. The provision for taxation, again it will have twice impact. First, provisions and contingencies. Provision for taxation will be taken under provisions and contingencies in profit and loss account. Again, this provision for taxation will be taken under others including provisions. Others including provisions. That's all. So focus, concentrate on these 4 adjustments, right? Now, we'll take the total of all the schedules. All the schedules. Before going to the balance sheet, first we complete the profit and loss account. Profit and loss account, we need 13, 14, 15, 16 and provisions and contingencies. 13 schedule, 320. So I have taken 320 here. 14th schedule, nil, no other income, dash, total income 320. Interest expended, 15th schedule, 100. So I have taken 100 here. 16th schedule, operating expenses, 115. Here I have taken 150. Provisions and contingencies in working note, 65. I have taken 65 here. Total is 280. So income is 320, expenditure is 280. 320 minus 280, 40 is the net profit for the year. Net profit for the year is 40. Profit brought forward 130 given in the problem. The balance in P&L account at the beginning of the year is 130. So total profits 170. Now out of 170, statutory reserve, transfer to statutory reserve 25% of current year's profit. Current year's profit is 40. So 40 ka 25% 10. So 170 minus 10. The remaining balance is 160. 160 is the balance carried over to balance sheet. So we have completed the profit and loss account. Now I am discussing about the balance sheet. Schedule number 1, 250. I have taken 250. Schedule number 2, reserves and surplus. The statutory reserve given in the problem is 150. The statutory reserve given in the problem is 150. And how much is transferred during the year? 10. Trial balance में पहले दे दिया है 150 and during the year we have transferred 10 to statutory reserve. So 150 plus 10, 160. And how much is the balance carried over to balance sheet? 160. This 160 is a balance in P&L account. So total reserves and surplus 320. I have taken 320 here. Then schedule number 3, deposits 5975. Borrowings 480 are taken. Others including provisions. Yes, schedule number 5. Bills payable 400 and others including provisions 75. This I have shown you in working note. Working note. In working note we have taken 75. So total 475 is provisions, other liabilities and provisions. Okay, liability side total 7,500. Now come to asset side. 6th schedule. Cash and balances with RBI. Cash in hand, cash with RBI. No adjustment, nothing. 780. Then balances with banks, money at call and short notice. No adjustment. Cash at other banks, money at call and short notice. 760. Investments. No adjustment. Investments. 1,550. Advances. Advances we have taken schedule number 9. Cash credit, overdraft and loan, working note. In working note, we have deducted provision for doubtful debts from this item and the net amount I have taken. Bills discounted and purchased directly we have taken 3725. Fixed assets, premises. The beginning of the year 600 was given. Out of 600, 35 depreciation. So 600 minus 35, 565. Other assets, non-banking asset 120. That's all the assets we have taken. The total of the asset side 7,500, liability 7,000. Now contingent liability, acceptance endorsement made by bank 120 and bills for collection given in the problem 70. That's all. So this is the end of 20th problem. It's a lengthy problem. I have explained you in detail. If you coolly watch once, twice, thrice, then definitely you can get a good command. Particularly the adjustments. To focus more, concentrate more on the adjustment, how we have treated the adjustment values. Come on students, now we'll start problem number 21. The last problem, 20th problem, we have seen so many adjustments. Hope if you have watched the previous video, definitely you can get a good command on how to make the adjustments regarding rebate on bills discounted, regarding provision for doubtful debts and provision for taxation. These three are the main adjustments. Normally every time they will ask these three adjustments: rebate on bills discounted, provision for doubtful debts and provision for taxation. So you must know how to adjust it. Now see the 21st problem. On 31st March 2004, the balance sheet stood in the books of Citizen Bank Limited after preparation of profit and loss account before making appropriation. So here they have already prepared the profit and loss account, but they have not done the appropriations. We have to make the appropriations in working note. Then we have to make the balance sheet. In this problem, we are not required to make the complete profit and loss account. We have to make only the balance sheet. So we have written here Citizen Bank Limited balance sheet as a 31st March. So I have prepared the complete format of the balance sheet. Don't take the amounts. Now we'll make the schedules and see which item will come in which head. First item. Share capital authorized issued 70,000 shares of rupees 100 each, rupees 50 paid up 35. So this will be taken in schedule number 1. Authorized and issued capital 70,000 shares of 100 each, 50 paid up 3,500. The first schedule. Second item is reserve fund under section 17. The statutory reserve. It will be taken under reserves and surplus. So how much? 2450 is the amount given. 2450. This is the amount given for under reserve fund. But appropriations are not made during the current year. So we'll make the appropriation and see how much is transferred during the year. That amount will add up. We'll get 420. After completing the problem, I'll explain you how we got this 420. Next, term deposit, SB deposit, demand deposit. 3 deposits are given. All the 3 deposits will come on schedule number 3. Deposits. Term deposit, SB deposit, demand deposit, no adjustment, nothing, directly we have taken. Next comes money at call and short notice. 7th schedule, no adjustment. Money at call and short notice, 2100. No adjustment, nothing. Then investments at cost, same. 8th schedule, no adjustment. Investment 21,000, no adjustment, nothing. Then profit and loss account credit balance on 1st April 2003, 1470. This is the P&L account opening balance, beginning of the year. This we will consider in working note for making appropriations. In the problem, it is given that appropriations are not made. We have to make the appropriations. So for making the appropriations, we take the current year's profit and profit brought forward. Next one is dividend paid. Again, it will be taken under appropriations. Dividend paid will be taken under appropriations. Next, premises. Premises will be taken in schedule number 10, fixed assets. Schedule number 10, fixed assets, premises 7945. Same, no adjustment. Sundry creditors. Sundry creditor will come under other liabilities and provisions, schedule number 5. But it should not be disclosed. It will be hidden in others including provisions. So see here, schedule number 5, others including provisions. So in working note, we have to explain this others including provision. What are the items that will come under others including provisions? So you can see that others including provisions, sundry creditors 210. Along with other items, it will be clubbed together and take the total in the schedule. So sundry creditors over. Next, cash in hand, cash with RBI. Cash in hand and cash with RBI, both these will come in schedule number 6. Schedule number 6, cash and balances with RBI. Cash in hand, cash with RBI. No adjustment, nothing. Directly we can take. Next, cash with other banks. Cash with other banks, money at call and short notice, 7th schedule. So 7th schedule, cash with other banks, 9100. No adjustment. Then we have borrowed from banks. Borrowed from banks. This will come under borrowings, 4th schedule. Borrowings, borrowed from banks, 4900. Next comes bills discounted and purchased. This will come under schedule number 9. Schedule number 9, advances. Bills discounted and purchased, 4200. Then comes bills payable. Schedule number 5. This can be disclosed. So schedule number 5, bills payable, 5600. Next is loans, overdraft and cash credit, 49,000. So this loans, overdraft and cash credit will be taken in 9th schedule. So in 9th schedule, loans, overdraft and cash credit. But here we need working note. In working note, I will tell you how this amount has come. Loans, cash credits, overdrafts. The next one is unclaimed dividend. Unclaimed dividend, again it will come under others including provisions. Unclaimed dividend will be taken under others including provisions. Here you can see. Next item. Next item is bills for collection. Foot of the balance sheet, no schedule. Directly we can take here bills for collection, 980. Next item is acceptance, endorsements and other obligations on behalf of customers. This is a contingent liability, schedule number 14. Here we have shown. Schedule number 14, schedule number 12, sorry. Contingent liability, acceptance, endorsement, 1400. Then net profit for the year is 1680. Current year's profit is 1680 after deducting provision for doubtful debts 2,10,000, provision for taxation 7 lakh and rebate for bills discounted 35,000. This is a complicated point. The profit for the year is given 1680, but this 1680 profit we got after making 3 adjustments. The 3 adjustments are provision for doubtful debts, provision for taxation and rebate for bills discounted. First of all, provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts will be deducted from loans, overdraft and cash credit. The loans, overdraft and cash credit are given 49,000. So see, loans, overdraft and cash credit is given 49,000. From that we deduct provision for doubtful debts. The provision for doubtful debts are 2,10,000. So 210 deduct 48,790. तो वर्किंग नोट में बताएंगे लोन्स, ओवरड्राफ्ट, कैश क्रेडिट में से प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेट्स माइनस कर देंगे. नेट अमाउंट शुड बी टेकन इन शेड्यूल नंबर 9. लोन्स, कैश क्रेडिट, ओवरड्राफ्ट 48,790. फ्रॉम देयर आई गॉट इट 48,790. Secondly, provision for taxation. The provision for taxation was also deducted in getting the net profit. That provision for taxation will be taken in others including provisions. Provision for taxation 7 lakh. Apart from that, rebate on bills discounted, that was also deducted while calculating the profit. So how much was the rebate? 35. So rebate on bills discounted 35. So 3 items. Provision for doubtful debts, provision for taxation and rebate on bills discounted. ये तीनों को adjust करने के बाद profit दिया है 1680. So those 3 items should be adjusted here. How? Provision for doubtful debts will be deducted from loans, overdraft and cash credit. Provision for taxation and rebate on bills discounted will be taken in others including provisions. That's it. Over. Now, in working note, we have to make the appropriations. In profit and loss account, 4 items are there. First, income. Second, expenditure. Third, profit and loss. So I am beginning from profit or loss. Net profit for the year 1680 given in the problem. Apart from that, profit brought forward from last year. At the beginning of the year, profit was 1470 given in the problem. 1470 was the balance in P&L account. To add up the total profit is 3150. Now from this 3150 we have to make the appropriations. What appropriation? 25% of current year's profit should be transferred to statutory reserve. So how much is current year's profit? 1680. So 25% of 1680, it comes to 420. Transfer to statutory reserve. Dividend paid, it is given in the problem, dividend paid 350. So 350 rupees dividend paid. Now balance carried over to balance sheet 2380. So 3150 minus 420 minus 350. The balancing figure is 2380. This should be taken in reserves and surplus. The balance transferred to statutory reserve is 420. Now you can see here reserves and surplus. Reserve fund. तो पहले से रिजर्व में 2450 अमाउंट है, that is given in the problem, and current year's profit we have transferred 420. From current year's profit we have transferred 420. So 2450 plus 420 you will get 2870 total balance in reserve fund. Apart from that, balance in P&L account, the balance transferred to balance sheet, that's what we have written here. That amount in balance in P&L account 2380 we are getting from here 2380. Right? This is the balance. Now total of the reserves and surplus is 5250. That's all. We have taken all the items. Now simply we have to find out the total in each schedule and take those totals in the balance sheet. So first, schedule number 1, capital 3500, we have taken 3500. Second, reserves and surplus, we got the total 5250. 5250. Deposits, we have 3 deposits, no adjustment, nothing. Blindly we can take all the 3 deposits, 83,650. Then borrowings, no adjustment, 4,900. Other liabilities and provision, bills payable, we will show it. Whereas all other items will show under others including provisions. So याद रखिए, what are the items that will come under others including provisions? Provision for taxation, rebate on bills discounted, unclaimed dividend, sundry creditors. These are the items which should be taken under others including provisions in working note. And the total we have taken here, 1155. The total is 6755. 6755. The total of the liabilities is 104055. 1045, 40, 55. Now, 6th schedule. Cash and balances with RBI. Cash in hand, cash with RBI, 10,920. 10,920. No adjustment, nothing. Then similarly, balances with other banks, money at call and short notice, schedule number 7. Money at call and short notice, cash with other banks. No adjustment, 11,200. Investments, 21,000, no adjustment. Advances, in advances there is one adjustment. Bills discounted and purchased, directly we have taken whatever is given in the problem. Loans, cash credit and overdraft, in working note we have taken this amount. From the loans, cash credit and overdraft, we have deducted provision for doubtful debts. Deducted provision for doubtful debts and net amount 48,700. Total 52,990 I have taken 9th. Fixed assets, premises 7945, no adjustment, nothing, directly. Other assets nil. 11th schedule we don't have any other item. 12th schedule contingent liability I have taken. The total of the assets is 104055. That's all. Your balance sheet is studied. Now give concentration on working notes. Because appropriations are not made, we have made the appropriation. Current year profit brought forward. Take the total, right? Like that we have taken. So we have completed problem number 21.